Alright guys, let's get right into this one. This is going to be a supersonic sized episode. We're going to try to make it as good and action-packed as possible. We got ourselves starting off with the river battle. I can't even speak right, I'm so excited. Versus Woutenberg. And yeah, we've got to push against these guys. Camille de Houston. I could be saying that terribly. I always get beat up in the comments for it. But let's get into this. Battle starts now. Alright, almighty river crossing battle. Let's fight this. This is a fording place right here. And then, of course, we got the bridge. So, the bridge bottles them up a little bit more. Maybe that's where we should pitch most of our fighting. Let them come across the ford and then we can lay defenses over there. Maybe that's how we should do it. Alright, they are coming in behind us. And it's going to be over here that they are coming in. So we're going to need to set up for that. Let's get over here to this wing. Actually, we're not going to need all these guys here. Let's actually go ahead and send these guys over to reinforce. Here comes their cav. Okay. First cav is gone. I don't think he'll be back. Here goes the next. I don't think he stood much of a chance. Alright, here come their lines. Alright, we're getting hit over here as well. I should have been paying attention. Of course, they're gonna... I've already gotten a couple out of the way. They're going to go right for my Bulkleys, maybe. One cav gone over here. Come on. Get your shit together. God dang it. Alright, that's buying me some time. Let's see how this is going over here. It's going alright. Let's fold to the next line of defense. All right. Looks like we've handled all their cav, and now, of course, shit. We got incoming from behind us. Lost a heap of men on this unit. Jesus. These guys are almost up. They do have some more units coming across. We're going to have to handle it with these guys. Let's get our general back. He's lost one guy there. Alright, let's get you over here. Bulkley's in action, baby. Whoops. Doing their thing. Alright, time for you guys to run. Alright, that situation is handled. It's time for y'all to come on. Let's bring the Lancers out now. Lost a lot of Bulkleys. Let's get them back. Okay, these are the last two units here, and then we can concentrate all of our forces over there. Let's get you guys hustling it up. Fold a little bit. Okay, you're going to need to fold. Alright, you guys. Let's go ahead and bayonet this guy. How you guys coming? Slow. Alright, you guys back. Damn it. I can't change it until they get back over here, unfortunately. Alright, you back. Let's put the Bulkleys behind the walls. Alright, sweet. Let's get y'all behind the walls as well. You. Let's get back over here. You, over here. Let's get the cav out. I didn't realize I sent both of them, which is massively unfortunate. Let's get y'all back. Alright, reinforcements have arrived. Okay. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and push this flank. Okay. Let's pull both the cav around. Nice. Routing them good now. Alright, and Bulkley's doing what Bulkleys do best. Do it, baby. I guess lounge. That is that. Dusted them off. Alright, let's take a look at the results. We lost 564. They lost 1,600. That's a crushing blow to Württemberg. And let's take a look at the results. I do want to see the Bulkleys. Yeah, they got 146 kills. Really nicely done there. They were in the thick of the fight. So, nice. Very nice. Let's see if they mount anything else here against us. Doesn't look like it.
Rebellions grow in strength over time.
Okay, so a couple things we're going to do here real quick. First, the Dutch have taken Rhineland, but there's no garrison force, so we're going to quickly... I think they actually took it in a peace treaty, so we're just going to demand surrender, and that is ours now, and now we are going to consolidate our forces against the... forces of Württemberg here. See, they got 5 line, and then of course their leftovers of that very beat down army that we just put a massive crush into. So when we got that said and done, let's go ahead and get this research while we got another college. Alright, so we got a little bit of a dilemma here in the Americas for de Vaudreuil's army, or Philippe, but we got, I think, a plan that we can take care of this with no big sweat here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a force and attack them. Wow, this is really small. Debating even fighting this. Kind of a waste of time. Let's just auto-resolve. Lost 176, which is way more than we should have. I could have killed them off in entirety, but saves me a little bit of time and effort. Let's go ahead and move you guys over. Alright. Yep, that's under control. And then this force can handle this rebellion, I think, pretty handily, because there's 6 of them and they're all medicine men. So we got cav, we can run them down, and we got plenty of units to be able to outman them. So that's the plan, and we also have range with the Corps de Bois. So yeah, down here you can see that we have just one turn before Venice has to sally out. So sure, they're going to do it next turn. I don't know if Austria is going to help them at all. Otherwise, we are going to claim Venice, and that will be nice indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and progress forward. I did spend a little bit of cash, so we're down to 13,899 in this. Oops, I forgot to bring them over, so I kind of lose some time with that, unfortunately. I do need to get more aggressive about getting units to the trade nodes as well, especially now that we have so many protectorates. They're going to be jumping on them, which, I mean, that's fine. I do get half their income, but it's just better to have 100% versus 50. Economics. Ooh. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. The Dutch making a move. Spain looks like they might have lost that battle to the Dutch. Gonna have to keep an interesting eye out for that. We'll be at war with Prussia here fairly soon, I'm sure. Okay. Almost our turn. Getting down to Louisiana's turn. Looks like they're boarding up. Where are they heading off to? Nobody knows. I do want to take Florida, so I hope that Louisiana doesn't interfere with that. I think that's a pretty good region to have, and I used to live there too, so I have a bias there, if you will. Alright, so luckily reloading did save this. It was just an intern crash. It's something we're going to have to watch. The Pueblo could be a problem, so I'm going to start a new saving point on the file, so that way if it does crash we can go back and salvage this campaign. But anyways, we got the Venetians sallying out. This should be a fairly quick battle. 655 versus 1400. Let's go ahead and get to this one. Actually, we're gonna. I think it was. We'll do it as the turn 24. It looks like they're just gonna sit in their fort like a bunch of bumpkins. So I'm gonna try and make this fast. Just take the walls and shoot them down. Starting to traverse the walls now. Almost, anyway. Rope climbing 101. Yeah, they pretty much don't stand a chance at all. Like zippity zippo. The gates are ours. Okay, so these guys are going down. Since they're all congregating over here. Alright, nice. This is going really well. The carnage. Oh, the carnage. Something tells me that this is not even a fair fight. Down he goes. Alright, so that was fairly easy, and Venice is now ours. Gives us a good holding space against Austria. Cherokee. What you got? Not enough.
There is a clamour for reform in this region due to...
Alright, so we had some major event that happened at the last spot there. Württemberg was destroyed by Prussia. So, yeah, that happened. So that leaves the pathway open now for me to go after the Dutch. We do want this to rebel. So that way we can make this a Protectorate. So we're going to come out here and then we're going to attack the Dutch. We are going to need to reinforce Alsace-Lorraine. We're going to take these 3, take them there. Because I'm sure the Prussians will be declaring war on us. That is a matter of time. Meanwhile, let's get Venice fixed up, as this is our new nice little digs here. Okay. Nice, nice. Alright, it's time to take out this little rebellion here. Let's get rid of them. Okay, so that wasn't even close. It's absolute demolishing. Okay, so this region should be under control, especially after we get the next building finished there. That built. Get rid of that. Fix that. Cool. So that's working well. Do have a couple of Cherokee armies that have gotten behind, but the Louisianans can handle that. Hopefully, they'll handle it. Breaking my things. Alright. Alright, so I think it's time to go ahead and instigate a fight with the Dutch. Might as well. Let's get to this. They are pretty beat up from this fight with the Spanish, and we do have a small force of Spanish men coming into the fight. Let's see how this goes down. This is our flanking force on this side. They're gonna. You can see the Spanish as I was over there coming in on our right. This is our flanking force on the other side. Let's sweep the cav over here. Okay. So we're gonna do, since we're under artillery fire in the front, we're gonna spread out a bit. Comes our flanking force. Oh, come on, Cav. Alright, we're into the artillery. That should be that for them. Alright, let's get you out of there. Alright, you can come back. Let's see what our firing path is going to be like there. Let's go ahead and throw them in there. I mean, why not? Damn it. Let's go ahead and work to surround them. There is a couple artillery units over here. Lost that cav. Let's get y'all out. You can go hit them. Bulkley's in action. Should break them. Got them completely surrounded here. Come on, break them. Good. pretty much that is going to be about that for the Dutch. Alright, so definitely not an impressive win, but gets the job done. I mean, this is our worst general, so we will take it, I guess. Gonna need to get these guys fixed up and prepare for the Dutch again. Alright. Alright, let's do this in turn. So Austria is about to be on the ropes. They do still have quite a bit of an army, but they are under a little bit of duress from both the Prussians and the Polish-Lithuanians. Mostly Poland-Lithuania. And Prussia's kind of under assault by Poland-Lithuania as well. Really have no idea what Spain is up to. Cowards. They left me. Looks like Prussia did take back Saxony. I'm kind of concerned with Louisiana having all these single units. Does tend to make the game crash. Alright, the Cherokee are replenishing their forces a wee bit. I was hoping Louisiana would go after them over there. But not so much. Not so much. Sorry. Ain't happening. Alright.
Rebellions grow in strength over time.
Touch it. Alright. So we do have a rebellion in Rhineland, which is good. We can go over here and force them into Protectorate. We do, however, have the Spanish here, but we'll see what kind of issues they cause us. The Dutch are replenishing their forces. They did recruit some more line infantry. I do want them kind of fighting it out with the Spanish, though. So let's come on down here. I want the Spanish to lose more men to United Provinces and possibly even lose Flanders before we go and take out the United Provinces. Now, it's kind of a risky thing. It does take a little bit of time, but it does have some payoffs. Alright, so in an effort to speed things up over here a little bit, we're going to have Philip. He's going to take his army, split it up, and he's actually going to go after the Cherokee here in southern Cherokee territory, and we're going to leave a small garrison force behind just to keep the public order and to protect against this other army from coming over. So let's go ahead and take out the Cherokee here in the south. They have one gun cav and one lancer, and then they have Some pretty good infantry, but unfortunately they don't have enough of it, and they have bowmen. So, yeah, this should be a good one, easy one for us.
Votre humble serviteur. Désordre. Désordre.
Alright, so things have normalized in Italy, but up here in the Rhineland, we got some issues here. Spain is blocking the rebel army from taking over Rhineland. We got a Dutch army about to take that over. We can't have that happen. It looks like Spain's kind of messing up my plans over here, so we gotta jaunt up here and deal with this Dutch army. Let's do it. Alright, so there's not really much to report here other than that we gotta traverse through the town and make our way to the Dutch. We have a small army, so this one shouldn't be too hard to do. We've got a flanking force over here on the right, and bringing our cav up to support that as well. And here we go. The battle takes place on the right, starting out. We got our other force on the left flank coming up behind the city or town. It's not really a city. Yeah, the Corps de Bois doing some work on the flank here. Chop sueying them. Alright, here comes the rest of the army through the town. Told you I was going to edit this down to make it a much easier watch. That's what we're doing. The Bulkley's getting into melee action. The rest of the French army getting into melee. We're going to crush through these French. They're about to be surrounded. They're going to be toast. Yeah, pile on here. That's a pile on. Yep. Flanking in the back, they're gonna have all kinds of morale drops, and yeah, that's pretty much that. The Dutch have had it. They've had it. They're out of here. And here comes Spain, like we actually needed their assistance. Yeah, they're just here to mess things up. But we take care of business pretty well. Send the Dutch packing. So we gotta figure out our next move here. Hopefully Spain doesn't cause us any more issues, but I wouldn't put my faith in that just yet. Not so much anyway. Alright, so down here in Italy, you can see we got the Austrians here. They're kind of piled up, but they're not doing much. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to leave a garrison force in Venice. Just enough that can handle anything that the Austrians might come to mess with us. And then the rest of this army is going to go on a little vacation, if you will. Yeah, we're about to take over Corsica. Or not take them over, but we're about to make the Genoans a protectorate here pretty soon. That's what we're going to do over there. Alright, let's go ahead and end this turn and see what transpires.
There is unused land suitable for
What's
plantations
this?
in this region.
Philip got
Building
pushed
plantations
back,
here
so
will
we're gonna have
increase
to
your
take a look
nation's
at that.
export capacity, improving income and international
I
trade.
hate it when plans get messed with outside interference. So, let's see what's happened here. We got all of our buildings. Yeah. Blah de blah. Let's get our fleet on its way up here to get fixed back up, if you will. Get this fleet off to the trade node to take their place. Or no, that one's staying put. We got another one on the way. Alright, so let's find out what happened. Alright, so it looks like the Pueblo have signed a treaty with the Cherokee, and they took Florida. So that took our Philip's army out of Florida. So I guess this will just be easy to take out the Cherokee now. Alright, Philip, get to it, buddy. Get to it! You should get this done here pretty quick. Although the AI doesn't give us much odds, we're going to siege it, get our rest of our army a little closer if we can. And we got a small Cherokee force here, nothing to worry about. Okay, so while we wait to fight the Cherokee, what we're going to be doing is we are going to go ahead and get this force over here. Send them on their way on our little vacation, if you remember, to Corsica. Disembark or embark, whichever it is. Disembark, embark, whatever the hell. Anyways, I think we can. Yep, there we go. Good. I was thinking this is one of the few places you can land on without a port and actually hit the city. Nice. So they're under siege. This should be a done deal here pretty quick. So we'll put them to the knife. Make them bend the knee. Alright, meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to make a decision what we're going to do with this army. Rather than just sitting here, we're going to go after and take out the Netherlands. Maybe we can force them into a Protectorate situation as well. Although that will be kind of tricky with the Spanish. Being an ally, we'll have to either fend Spain off of the Dutch then at that point. So maybe we just take it. That's a decision that's going to have to be made here pretty quickly. So anyways, we're still banking 13,000 in the bank. Obviously, I just said banking. So the economy is doing extremely well. Getting our resources in line. And yeah, now it's up to us to do something about these Cherokee here in a second. Alright, so in turn, I guess I should have fought the battle against the Cherokee, but oh well. They'll probably sally out. So let's see. Yep, here they go. Cherokee. Not really much to write home about with the forces. They're mostly the crappiest troops that you can find with pitchforks. Alright, so I'm going to try and get this one over with as quickly as possible. We're going to, we've seen this map before in this campaign against the Iroquois. But now we got another opponent there. Sadly, they're just not fielding the troops that the Iroquois were. The Cherokee are not the nation they once were after we knocked them out of their capital region in Kentucky as well. So let's go ahead and instigate a fight with our cav. Ambush. We had some hidden soldiers here. I shouldn't say soldiers, I should say warriors. Tribesmen, if you will. Let's go ahead and hit them. Bring in the other cav. We'll hit them with those. And we will have ourselves a little tribesman sandwich here in a second. Here we go. Brap! They got knocked. Bring them back. Sandwich time. Alright. Let's focus. They got cav coming in. Trying to save their little poor tribesmen. It ain't gonna work. Is not going to work. I think that's a Lancer, if I'm mistaken. It is They are not going to be a match for my mounted gunners. Bam, they just got shot in the face, too. Alright, I'm not paying attention. We're actually right up on the natives. I should have already been set up to shoot, but luckily we do recover. Got my auxiliaries back. Here we go. It's a 9 fight, but one of the darn cav got behind me. So we're going to have to shift and shake and bake here. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. It's time to go in the melee with a couple of these units. See if we can fend them off while we deal with this oncoming onslaught of pitchforks, if you will. The pitchforks. They're deadly. Especially on the farm after you've made the acquaintance of some farmer's daughter. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention either. My cav is way down there in the forest. The other one is. One of them's close. You can see him way in the background. See the green line of him coming up. But anyways, our auxiliaries are doing some nice damage in there with our one line infantry. It's going to allow our other lines to just shoot up the remaining forces. Yeah, this is going to go well, I think. Very well. Let's see if we can get these auxiliaries out. They're getting kind of beat down. We only got 38 left on 164 on the other. My line is in square. He's doing pretty darn well. It's time to hit him in the back with a cav. Let's get this thing over with. Just go into the melee. Their troops are pretty low tier. I think we can get a mass route going here and end this thing. Cherokee, you're going down. Yep. See all those blinking flags? It's getting Christmas time here, guys. It's going to be contagious. I can feel it. It's like, I'm not going to say, it's like a certain virus going around. It's getting a little contagious. Going to get us a medicine man sandwich now. Woo! Got their tomahawks out. No scalps in here. Alright, we're just going to push through these guys, and that should be that. They are mass routing now. It is over. It is over. I don't want to kill them all. We got to make sure we leave some, and we luckily left about a few. This guy, he just don't know what the hell to do. He does break one of my buildings. Alrighty, the pirates are doing their thing, and yeah, see, there you go. Spain is preventing the forces of, what is it, the Hessians from taking over. But speaking of taking over, it's time we combined our army up. This should definitely make them a protectorate. Should be a done deal, and it is. Alright, so Cherokee joined the ranks of the protectorates of France. We got another, boys and girls. We got another. Yes, this protectorate challenge is going well. We're starting to rake them in. Looks like the Pueblo are next on the radar, guys. Then we'll turn our sights to the red, white, and blue. The USA. But for now, Pueblo, you have come under our grasp. It's time to declare war. Alright. Alright, so we are demanding surrender. They don't take it, but we're just going to auto-resolve, and Florida is ours, ladies and gentlemen. Florida has fallen to the French. Yes, we are on a roll here. Genoa is next. Doing the intern. Wait, that sounds like we're doing an intern, but it's... I wish I was doing an intern. Anyways, we got a battle. We got ourselves a battle here. And, yeah, we've been in this position before. Let's get to it fast and furious. Yeah, we deployed shows to freeze, but I don't know why. We're not even going to need it. Let's just be brutally honest here. Yeah. But anyways, battle's about to take place. We got the Dutch cav coming in. We're trying to get to their art, but we're going to get snagged by their cav here first. But don't worry, we got infantry support coming up, hopefully before theirs does get there. We got the Corps de Bois pretty close in the proximity, so I think we can knock down this cav pretty quick. Yeah, and I think they are in range now. Bringing the cav to them. They are following. Okay, Corps de Bois should light them up. That should be that. Got a nice hit on them there. Alright, now we're into them in the woodland. We have the woods. They are trying to break into the woodland. That gives us a clear advantage. Just need to make sure they don't get into the woodland. Alright, one cav is down. We'll be able to sweep behind them, take out their art now. And we are pushing up. This whole little army here is about to go away. They do have one cav coming through, but our second line will be able to quickly take them out. You can see our cav sweeping around the back. And we will be able to sweep around, knocking out their art and anything else, trying to scurry away. Alright, we got our first line taking shots at their next wave coming out of the fort, and the second line should be able to go up and get their shots in on them. Yes, you can see the editing action is fast and furious here, my friends. Fast and furious. This force is pretty much done. Let's go ahead and push forward, anticipating the next little wave of this assault. What we want them to do is push into our envelopment, and that's what we're going to work on. Got one line facing the one unit over there, but other than that, yeah, this thing is wrapping up nicely. Bulkley's in the woods, getting their shots in. My favorite unit, guys. If you didn't know, Bulkley's are my faves. Gotta show them the love. Yep. This is over. They did exactly what we anticipated. They are pushing right into the envelopment. And, yeah, nobody ever said that these guys were that smart. There they go. That was their last ditch effort, was that flank, and it's gone. That cav, maybe, just maybe, but no, it's not going to hold versus two lines. Remember, we want to keep some of these units intact. Want to be able to try to force them in to become a protectorate. So the goal here is not to kill off the entire army, but to kill off enough that they do accept surrender. It's a tricky business. It is a tricky business. So, as you can see, they are almost done, and it's over with. Yeah, that's one of my crazy kids coming in the background saying he's a lifesaver. He wasn't for the Dutch there, I can tell you that much for certain. Alright, so if you haven't noticed, we are doing the intern here. Spain is up, and yeah, they're just blundering things here for me in the Rhineland. But I guess, you know, whatever, they're keeping Rhineland in my grasp at least. But I want Rhineland as a protectorate, not as my own territory. This is a challenge after all. It's a protectorate challenge. What's the use of it? Alright, here we go. Genoa. They want to become a protectorate. They certainly do. This looks all too familiar, doesn't it? But we have way less men, and they have quite a bit more, but yeah, we got way more superior forces. Let's get to it. Yeah, they're bringing their cav in over here on the on their left, our right, like it's some kind of scary thing or something. Not too spooked, if you know what I mean. Let's go forward. We're gonna set up a ability to kite after they get here, because like I said, they do have a lot of men and I don't want to take too much damage, so we're setting up kind of a checkerboard form so that way we can shoot them, kite them, and then be able to reload while our next line gets their shots in. That's the plan, Stan. Of course, this cav is causing us little issues on the right flank, but I think the rest of the army should be able to handle it. We just got to get rid of this cav. This cav could cause multitude of problems for us. But yeah. Alright, so we got basically these lines over here. Alright, well, let's get our shots in. And there we go. Let's get out of there. And your turn. You should be getting your shots in. There, your shots are in. Get out of there. Alright, your turn. Alright, your shots are out. Get out of there. Alright, you guys, what the heck are you doing? Alright, the cav's coming in. What are you doing? Get the cav. Do something. Jesus. Alright, we're getting shot over here. Got a kite. Get back. Get back! There's too many of them. Get back. Alright, your turn to kite. Alright, and as you can see, they're pushing in. We're getting the most of the shots by doing this. And causing them some attrition along the way. Giving us some time to reload. Of course, you can't reload while you're running, but hey, you know, neither can they. Alright, here we go. Now we can start maybe getting a little envelopment in. We got to get rid of this cav. This cav is a nuisance. You're a public nuisance, sir. Causing me to square up. Alright, as you can see, yes, the reloading worked. Got to get our general out of there before he gets shot. So maybe we should just put him in melee with that cav. Got to get rid of that thing. We're already down under 100 on this right flank on one of the lines. Now to 80s. Pissing me off. My general's got to take care of business. Got to get it done. Noah, you done pissed me off. You put the general in. My best general, too. I'm risking my best general in this darn melee. He's already down to 16 men. I'm getting kind of nervous, guys. I don't want to lose this general. He is my favorite. Don't mess with my man. Alright, you can see we finally broke one unit. But, yeah, there's many more to go. Many. And like I said, this is another case. Damn, I'm down to 12 bodyguards. Okay, we finally broke them. We're down to 11 bodyguards. This is almost a disaster. If I'd have lost that general, I'd have been probably crying on this channel here now in front of all of you. But it didn't. Okay, now what I was saying is it's a fine line. We got to make sure we kill off as many of these guys as possible, but still leaving an army to be able to garrison so that we can force them into protectoring. But we want to make sure like the militia and all those regular troops are gone. We want it to be these citizenry that are left. We want to make sure there's at least 20 to 30 men in some of those units. So that's why we're not chasing some of these guys down with our man, the General. Alright, here we go. We're going into melee. We got to break these guys fast. Yeah, they're going to cave under the French bayonet. Yeah, and I think we might just squeak this out without... this is going to be close. Very close. We need those units to break fast in this battle. I'm afraid we might not have left enough of them alive to be able to become a protectorate. Alright, there goes their general, thank God. Didn't get a kill on him. That's a bad thing. Very bad. Come on, get him. Yeah, alright, so it does look like they do. So let's force them into a protectorate. We got very lucky on that. I think we can get this done. Please, dear Lord, get it done. Alright. Okay, if you didn't notice, that went kind of fast. They did accept becoming a protectorate. So they do join the ranks of protectorates on our protectorate challenge. Yes. Genoa.
Rioting has broken out in this
Genoa.
region as the lower orders
What's
have
good
become
for you? You know I had to do it. I just had to do it. I'm sorry, guys. All right, that puts us at 14,000 for income. Banking it, baby. Banking it. Still got the Dutch under siege. Got to pick up our army here. Got to get them replenished. And we got to figure out what we're going to do with this army now. We can send them just about anywhere. Maybe we send them over to knock out the rest of Venice to make them a protectorate. This is a really good question. I don't know what they have in Moria, but maybe it's worth a look-see, if you will. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on this. Let's pick up this army. No time to waste. I think we... Come on. Gotta squirm them around. I do want to pick up some of these other guys. So that's going to be 3 more line infantry and a cav we're going to pick up to add to this army. Come on, get on the ship. Darn it. The heck's wrong with you? No movement. Of course. Alright. Bastards. Alright, meanwhile, I cannot seem to get the Dutch to accept becoming a protectorate. Even as depleted as they are and as strong as I am, they do not want it. So we're just going to knock them out of this. I'm not going to sit here. It would be more problematic to probably leave them. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. We're going to lose another chance at one more protectorate. But in the long run, I think this is a better move for us. Yeah, we're just going to go with it. So, yeah. Alright, in all my excitement, I seem to have edited out the intern. But yes, there was an intern. We're going to recruit a couple of carabiners here and get some extra forces ready to go. Now that we can get our carabiners for France, get rid of some of these buildings here, fix some of them up. Don't need all of them. Yeah, we do. We'll just take all of them. We'll fix them all, damn it. Alright. Now, with that done, what to do? We still have this fleet. Got to get them off. But we can pick up our army here. Get these guys finally on board. But we do have a little ship here. I think we can knock them out. No problem. Let's go ahead and knock this out so we can bring our very important fleet over without any risk whatsoever. I do not want to lose this army. Obviously, it's my best general on board. And let's swing over here to Moria and see if we can get a peek-see at what they got. Oh boy. They do got some men there. A lot of crappy units, but it's the sheer number of them wherein lies the problem. And I am beat up, so I'm going to have to replenish. And I mean, I do have a pretty good strong force with about 11 line infantry and 1 cav. But yeah, that's going to be quite a bit for just that amount of guys. So I might need to get some carabiners or something to be able to screen for them over onto that fleet. But that's for another time. Alright, so we're obviously hit an intern here. I edited through some of the very non-interesting stuff. Really nothing happened, but there's quite a bit happening here with Prussia. So we're going to leave that in. Obviously, you can see that Spain took out the Hessians. So, yeah, we got us a little battle here with the Austrians. I mean, I'm sorry, with the Prussians. So we're going to go ahead and fight this, but I think I'll edit that out. So, should be a fairly easy battle, and obviously it does go to us. So it's a little extra cash in the bank. We're now sitting with over 20,000 in the bank. Now we're in the 30s. Oh boy, guys. It's a revolution. We're going to side with the rebels, my friends. Let's pray to God we get us another bulk here. Maybe 4. 3 at least. Out of this rebel army. Out of my rebel army. get so excited. Can't wait to see my army. Let's get to it. Well, just one Bulkley. I guess we'll have to live with that. Yeah. Let's get over here and take care of business. Just 3 militia. Yeah. I mean, is it worth fighting? It's not really. It's not really worth fighting. Let's auto-resolve this thing and get it done. I think that's the best way to do this. Mercy killing, if you will. And there it is. Victoire, baby. Victoire. The red, white, and blue come out. Beautiful flag it is. France is ours, my friends. France is ours. There we go. Revolution success. Who is this marching to their death? Oh, poor king. You are going down, my friend. You are going down. The conscripts rocking them. It's almost like walking the plank. Yeah, there it goes. Beware, my friends. That's it. Told you there'd be something exciting this one. I'm excited. That drops us down to 9,000. We got to fix up our ministers, and that will bring us back up. The economy will even out here really quick. Part of the reason it's down is because our buildings are wrecked. We got to fix those up. So don't be mistaken by thinking that our economy is down now that we are a republic. It is not, my friends. It is not. We are going to get this sorted, and once we have our buildings fixed up, we're going to work on building our main building. Was it Versailles? And then we will be way on our way to banking some super duper cash here as France. We're about to be filthy, stinking rich. That brings us already up to 10,000 a turn. But anyways, I think this is a good place as any to probably go ahead and end this episode. We are over an hour into it after all. I hope you did enjoy this video. It was amazing to go through all this. I hope you guys do enjoy it as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And also don't forget to subscribe, as it does help the channel, as we are on our way, my friends, to 1,000 subscribers. So, onward. Next episode, we are going to have some pretty awesome things going down. Now that we have another general, we have 4 generals, my friends. So who knows what mischief can happen. We got to figure out how we're going to tread the waters here. Are we going to get some more forces to take on Moria, or are we going to consolidate our forces, knocking out the Prussians, forcing them to become a protectorate? Obviously, we got to wean through Württemberg and Bavaria, and then hopefully make them protectorates, blah, blah, blah. And maybe at some point get the Hessians to become a protectorate as well. And then also lurking, we got the Hanoverians. I don't know if that's how you say it. Hanoverians, Hanovers. I mean, it looks like the writers are Rohan to me. But anyways, we got them lurking in the on site there or whatever. Anyways, so we got quite a bit to figure out, and it's going to be fun to tread the water going forward. Also, we can look at maybe going after Norway as well. So there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of interesting ways we can go forward. We're obviously going to look to expand our naval presence, as we're probably going to be entering a war with Sweden here very soon, as this is going to escalate quite rapidly. Poland, Lithuania is also on the horizon. Anyway, I think that about sums it up. Don't think I got anything else to cover. Get Florida. Florida's going to be a nice base of operations for us in South America. Not really South America, but South North America. feel like I'm in my Pirates campaign now. Alright, anyway. I think at this point, I shall bid you adieu. See you on the next one, guys.